The teachings of Stoicism provide a profound framework for self-improvement and wisdom. By embracing Stoic practices, nice guys can evolve to reach their highest potential with morality intact. Develop mental toughness and social mastery, guided by virtues. Treat others with compassion, discernment, and principle. This path leads to true fulfillment. Number 1. Don't be too nice or accommodating all the time. First and foremost, it is important to realize that your own needs, values, and time are just as important as anyone else's. As nice guys, we often have the tendency to say yes to every request and go out of our way to accommodate others. However, this can quickly lead to resentment and burnout. Learning to say no and set boundaries is crucial, but it can feel selfish or rude at first. Keep in mind that taking care of your own well-being is not selfish, it is self-respect. You are not required to say yes to every favor or demand just because someone asked. It is perfectly healthy and reasonable to politely decline requests that conflict with your priorities or cross your personal boundaries. Start paying closer attention to your inner voice and instincts. When someone asks you for a favor that makes you feel uncomfortable, insecure, resentful, or imposed upon, listen to that feeling. Don't ignore red flags just because you want to be nice. It's okay to honor your own needs first. Also, beware of people who try to take advantage of your generous nature. Some individuals will recognize your difficulty saying no and exploit that. Do not let yourself be guilted or pressured into things you don't want to do. You have every right to stand firm when your boundaries are being disrespected. Learning to say no is a practice that takes time. Start small if needed. Decline invitations. Turn down favors that aren't urgent. Push back when someone asks for too much. Pay attention to how declining makes you feel. Relieved, confident, and use that as positive reinforcement. With practice, saying no when needed becomes easier and more natural. You can be a kind, compassionate person while also establishing healthy boundaries. Prioritize your mental health and learn when accommodating others crosses the line into enabling. Number 2. Develop an internal confidence. Work on developing a quiet, inner confidence that does not require constant external validation from others. We often seek approval by being overly accommodating and agreeable. However, this can come across as desperate or needy. True confidence stems from within. Spend time getting to know your core values, strengths, and priorities. What do you stand for? What makes you feel proud of yourself? Focus on developing self-esteem and practicing self-care. Avoid basing your entire self-image on others' opinions. While feedback can be helpful, the approval you absolutely need is your own. Be wary of people who withhold validation to control you. Recognize you cannot please everyone all the time. It's impossible. Do not let others' expectations or judgments dictate your choices. As long as you act with integrity, that's what matters. Learn to validate yourself internally without requiring constant external reinforcement. Approval is wonderful, but be careful not to become addicted to it. Strive to feel grounded and secure in your sense of self-worth no matter what. Confidence attracts confidence. Number 3. Cultivate real skills and talents. It is important to cultivate genuine skills, talents, and abilities rather than expecting rewards solely for being nice and agreeable. While kindness has value, you need to bring more to the table. Make a list of your strengths and interests. What skills come naturally to you? What activities energize you? Set aside time to nurture these talents. Take classes, practice techniques, or work toward measurable goals. Read books and listen to podcasts to keep growing your knowledge and capabilities. Seek out mentors who can guide you. Invest time and energy into developing your unique gifts. Also explore new hobbies that challenge you and bring a sense of accomplishment. From playing an instrument to woodworking to learning a language, enriching your life will build self-esteem. Be patient and persistent in improving yourself. Don't expect to be an expert overnight, but stay motivated, knowing your effort will pay off. Avoid jealousy of others' talents. Focus on your own path. Bring value to your relationships and endeavors beyond simply being agreeable and compliant. Offer your skills, ideas, expertise, and passion. This will earn you genuine respect and appreciation. While being kind is important, ensuring you also contribute real value is key. Don't just coast on favors and niceness. Dedicate time to bettering yourself and discovering your worth. Number 4, be strategic in interactions. When interacting with others, aim to strike a balance between being kind and ensuring reciprocity. As nice guys, we tend to give endlessly while expecting little in return. However, this breeds resentment and enables one-sided relationships. Approach social exchanges more strategically. Help others, but pay attention to whether your kindness is reciprocated. Are they there for you too when you need support or advice? Do they appreciate your gestures and time? Manage your expectations. Not everyone will return favors, and that is their prerogative. But avoid sacrificing yourself for those who only take. Focus your energy on relationships that are mutual. It is okay to calibrate your generosity to match the effort you receive. If someone is rarely available for you, don't go out of your way to keep helping them. Politely decline one-sided requests. Being too transactional can seem selfish, but so can allowing yourself to be used. Find a middle ground. Give freely to those who uplift you in return. Withdraw from those who do not. Nurture connections that make you feel fulfilled, seen, and valued. Do not cling to draining relationships solely out of habit or guilt. You deserve reciprocity. Aim for win-win relationships. Be kind, but pay attention to balance and healthy interdependence. This protects your time and preserves your self-worth. Number 5, take calculated risks to get what you want. For nice guys, playing it safe can become limiting. To grow, you must take calculated risks and be proactive in going after what you want. However, balance boldness with wisdom. Do not be reckless. Start by getting very clear on your goals and priorities. What specifically do you want to achieve? Whether in your career, relationships, health, or hobbies, define your vision. Once you know your desired outcomes, do research to identify potential risks and rewards of pursuing them. Weigh pros and cons before acting. Consult trusted advisors. Take small risks first to build confidence. Speak up more at work. Ask someone on a date. Apply for that promotion. With practice, smart risks feel less daunting. Have contingency plans in case things don't go as hoped. And remember, failures along the way are learning opportunities, not the end of the world. They help you adjust. Continually push your comfort zone, but listen to your intuition. Does something feel wise versus impulsive? Take smart risks aligned with your goals. With an attitude of boldness balanced with preparation, you can take initiative to create the life you want. Leave passivity behind, but avoid reckless moves. Number 6, quickly assess people and situations. When meeting new people, it's wise to quickly evaluate whether they seem likely to reciprocate kindness or potentially exploit it. As nice guys, we want to keep an open heart, but also avoid being taken advantage of. Pay close attention in initial interactions. Is the person engaging and reciprocal, or self-focused and draining? Do they express gratitude and ask about you, or mainly want things? Trust your intuition. If someone sets off warning bells, be cautious about investing time and energy. It's better to warm up slowly than commit too fast. Notice if they respect boundaries. If you decline a request, do they accept that decision or try to guilt and manipulate you? Observe how they treat others too. That offers clues into their true character. Seeking to understand people is wise, but some will exploit kindness if given the chance. Be discerning without being cynical. Give where it's returned, not where it's wasted. Stay alert and trust your gut. Be kind, but don't let yourself be used. You deserve supportive and mutual relationships. Number 7. Use others' self-interest to influence them. When trying to influence or motivate others, appeal to their self-interest rather than relying solely on gratitude. As nice guys, we hope that by doing favors, others will reciprocate out of thankfulness. But sadly, self-interest is often a more reliable motivator. Pay attention to what people value and what incentives drive them. Does someone want to impress the boss? Is your friend motivated by financial gain? Identify goals that align with their ambitions. Then demonstrate how helping you also benefits them. Explain how your success would also make their life easier or improve their standing. Make it a win-win scenario. You can acknowledge kindness and show gratitude, but do not expect reciprocation from that alone. Where possible, tap into people's self-motivation. However, be wary of those only driven by selfishness. Some may lack all generosity, making them poor friends or partners. Discern wisely. Appealing to mutual benefit works better than hoping for gratefulness. But stay grounded in your own integrity. Seek out kindred spirits when possible. Number 8. Be prepared to be firm or cunning. While avoiding outright aggression, nice guys must be prepared to stand firm or outmaneuver opponents if necessary. Not everyone will be kind or reasonable in return. Develop the skills to handle difficult people. First, build your confidence and ability to be assertive. Practice holding your ground in the face of pressure or manipulation. Stay composed, but make it clear you won't be intimidated. For those who don't back down through direct means, you may need to outwit them. Think strategically. How can you subtly steer things to your advantage? Master the art of influence. Learn to recognize common manipulation tactics like guilt trips, feigned helplessness, or veiled threats. Then counter them smoothly. Don't just resign yourself to being controlled. Aim to handle conflicts calmly and rationally, but be ready to firmly resist if boundaries are crossed. And if met with hostility, seek to outmaneuver it. While avoiding outright aggression, cultivate your ability to stand up to bullies and defend yourself from harm. Have courage, creativity, and poise. Number 9. Don't be a pushover. While being agreeable and accommodating comes naturally for nice guys, it's important not to become a complete pushover. Make sure to stand up for yourself when needed, rather than always deferring to others. If someone crosses boundaries, takes advantage of you, or shows disrespect, don't just let it slide. Speak up calmly but firmly. Make it clear you won't tolerate poor treatment. You can be compassionate while also commanding respect. Don't fear occasional confrontation or disappointing people. Your self-worth comes first. Start small by asserting yourself in everyday situations. Decline unwanted favors. Defend your opinions in conversations. Stand up to criticism. With practice, setting boundaries and speaking up gets easier. You'll gain confidence being direct yet kind. Don't be a doormat. You deserve better. Find balance between good-naturedness and self-respect. Be flexible, but not spineless. You have every right to advocate for your needs. The most powerful person stays gracious while refusing to be trampled. Embody stoic discipline, unshakable virtues, and wise assertiveness. Number 10. Develop a mental toughness and resilience. Rather than getting discouraged, remain determined. When faced with setbacks, adversity, criticism, or failure, avoid spiraling into doubt and self-pity. Hold your head high and stay focused on solutions. See obstacles as opportunities to grow stronger. Each difficulty makes you more battle-tested for the next. Adopt a gritty, persevering mindset. Journal about difficulties to process emotions and extract lessons. What can be improved next time? How can you prepare better in the future? Nurture stoic calm and discipline. When knocked down, calmly get back up. Maintain perspective. Don't exaggerate the problem in your mind. Also, invest in your physical vitality through exercise, proper rest, and nutrition. A strong body fortifies mental resilience. By developing a rock-solid constitution, nice guys can weather life's ups and downs with poise. You cannot avoid challenges, only grow from having conquered them. Number 11. Remain observant and perceptive. It serves nice guys well to cultivate strong powers of observation and perception. Make it a priority to see people and situations clearly without naive idealism or pessimism. Strive to discern motives accurately. In conversations, pay close attention not just to the words people say, but the subtext behind them. Listen for inconsistencies or ulterior agendas. See beyond surface charm or sympathy. Study body language and micro-expressions. Has someone's smile faded? Are their arms crossed? A furrowed brow? Nonverbals reveal hidden thoughts and feelings. Notice patterns in people's behavior over time. If actions contradict words repeatedly, believe the actions. Don't rationalize red flags. Remain aware of manipulation tactics like flattery, guilt trips, or vagueness. Don't get swayed by emotion or charm offensives. Keeping grounded in reality allows nice guys to give wisely and protect themselves. But avoid paranoia. Balance insight with compassion. Stay observant without being distrustful. Read people and situations accurately, neither exaggerating good nor evil. Mature judgment comes from clear eyes. Number 12. Stay grounded in your integrity. As you build more nuanced social skills, never abandon your core humanity or compromise your principles. Adopting a more discerning mindset is wise, but ensure it stems from compassion rather than fear, cynicism, or ego. Do not allow past hurts or a quest for safety to make you jaded or lose your underlying desire to make the world a little better. Keep an open and understanding heart, even when others have wounded you. Continue believing in human potential while humbly acknowledging human fallibility and darkness. Remain high-minded rather than petty. Let deep senses of fairness and kindness continue to guide you, while combining them with healthy self-interest and discretion. Find the optimal balance between care for others and care for self. When conflicts inevitably arise, always take the high road. Resist any urges to retaliate out of anger or sink down to the level of those treating you poorly. Maintain dignity. Stay closely in touch with your highest self, guided by reason, restrained passion, and fundamental good faith in humanity. Never lose hold of that moral compass within. Truly mastering emotional intelligence and social skills must not come at the cost of your underlying character. Seek to succeed with both savviness and soul fully intact. That is the pinnacle of wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content applying Stoic philosophy to modern life. Together we can cultivate self-discipline, resilience, and insight. Stay focused on personal growth and contributing good to the world. Thank you all again for watching, and may you all find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.